What's up, everyone? Kawaii here to react to episode 2 of The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Last episode where we left off, it was the first episode where we got introduced to our main character, who I already forgot his name. But yeah, he got stabbed in the middle of a street, and that's how he died. Still don't know who that guy was, why he stabbed our main character. Um, but I mean, it seemed obvious that he was going for someone else, but he ended up stabbing the main character anyways. He got reincarnated as a slime. He ended up in this cave, and the first character he is this dragon who, despite looking very scary, is actually very friendly, and they eventually became friends. So, yeah, that's pretty much how the first episode went. Now let's see how the second episode goes. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, here we go, guys. Episode 2 of The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Yes, he actually cares. Oh, he dies? Oh. Yeah, okay, so he does die. Wow, I was actually right when it comes to my predictions. I was about to say. What? How is that gonna work? It's not so much the concept. I'm sure Dragon will be fine, but how is that gonna work? Who did the art style? I mean, it's not like he has really anything to lose. Oh. Yeah, this is Isekai. You can't use your Earth name anymore. I mean, Veldora sounds pretty cool already, so. Ah. Ah, yeah, okay. So that's how that's how they got the name. I gotta say though, he is right. Veldor Tempest is fucking cool. So that's how it began, huh? I've heard of his name before watching this show. Yes, now I can officially call him Rimuru now. Yo! And of course, we get the obligatory world building Isekai exposition. So Veldor has just been chilling inside you this whole time? What's. I want to know what his POV is right now. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Another giant reptile thing. Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yes, congratulations. You are an Isekai protagonist. You are now officially OP. Maybe. Maybe OP. That's right. That's right, little one. You must eat! Eat everything! Gain power! Oh, did he gain a mouth? So Rimuru is basically Kirby. Well, kind of, right? Because he eats stuff and he gains their powers. And whoever, whatever he eats, he gains their characteristics. So yeah, I don't think Rimuru really has a gender, does he? That does it. Do they? Because it's a slime. Jesus Christ. This many monsters lurking inside just this cave? You should be glad you met someone friendly like Beldora. That is not the sound of... What kind of sound was that? That is not the sound a bat makes. Rimuru is evolving! Probably. A door attached to a cave. Nope, it'll just open for you somehow. Apparently. Oh! Ooh, that little... What, adventures? Alright, now's your chance, Rimuru. Kill them all! And devour their gear! Or maybe, better yet, just devour them. You're probably strong as hell. I don't think they can't stand a chance against you, right? Is that how it works? Yes, yes. Devour them now. You can definitely use that ability. Make friends? Nah, they're not gonna want to be friends with you. Yeah, slimes are like the natural enemies of adventurers. Yeah, I was about to say, wait, you could taste? Oh, the goblins. I've heard about these guys. Well, not because of because they're goblins. I know what goblins are, but strong one. How do you know he's strong? Oh, I think not probably not that. Yeah, maybe tone it down. Yes, there's literally no one else but you. A goblin elder. Well, considering the fact you're talking to a slime, I mean. Mmm. You know that's not true. You're not just a slime. Don't be so modest. I'm pretty sure he's not famous yet. Oh, but you do. I think you do. You just don't know it. Whoa! Yes. And if my knowledge serves me correctly, usually how it goes is that all living beings emit aura. Kind of reminds me of what was that dude's name? The main character from Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy, where he like emits this monstrous presence, like to people, to many like races and people in the isekai world. He emits this vicious, terrifying, monstrous energy, even though he looks like in reality just some regular guy. Potential to wreck shit because you were hiding. Hmm. Damn, Goblin Slayer should just carry around more dire wolves. Females for them. Ouch. But you might as well. Loyalty? You think you could buy food and shelter with loyalty? Mm. Oh, I guess he accepted their loyalty. Yes! Goblins guarded by a slime. Two low-level enemies. Well, that's how it usually goes in like JRPGs and stuff, right? But yeah, again, overall, another great episode of the time I got reincarnated as a slime. I know technically it's called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, not The Time. But I don't know, it's like my brain just wants to stick to calling it The Time. I just feel like The Time just kind of rolls off. It rolls off the tongue easier for me. But yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard about these goblins, and that one of the things I heard is that they're not like the traditional goblins. Usually when you see goblins like in stuff like Demon Slayer, not Goblin Slayer, and I guess Dojins, and I think like other isekai anime as well. They usually portray it as like these evil, foul creatures, evil, vicious creatures that, of course, do awful things to females. Not in this series. No, the goblins are actually pretty decent people. Like they're actually nice. Like they're weak. They're nice. They just want to live their lives without without worrying about the dire wolves eating them. So yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to say I would prefer this portrayal of goblins, because I honestly am, when it comes to goblins in fiction, I'm very indifferent. However, I will say it's a very interesting change, compared to the goblins that we're so used to. Um, so yeah, that's one of the things I've heard when it comes to the goblins in this series. The other thing, well, I'll get to that in the next episode or so. Um, but yeah, other than the goblin thing, yeah, we get to see more of Veldora. We got to see how Rimuru got his name, Rimuru Tempest, and Veldora Tempest. Who I'm definitely wondering when we're gonna see him again, Veldora. But yeah, and this episode is pretty much all about Rimuru, finishing up his interaction with Veldora. Love getting more OP. Well, I guess getting stronger, defeating more enemies, gaining their strength, getting more powers, and the ability to speak, and of course being the goblins. So yeah, it was just pretty much it was pretty much basically just Rimuru going through the world and gaining more XP. That's pretty much what this is. But yeah, again, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys next time.